Hello.
The pussy wagon has arrived.
It's really hard not to say that to like fuck with you. But I'm like, okay, I wouldn't want that. But then you do it, it's like, oh come on, man. You make it so fun.
It is fun. But only when I do it.
But only when you do it. That's bullshit. I'm so close to like this being a perfect map. They have the little quest bubbles above them, which I'm like, man, it'd be so perfect if they didn't have those.
And you can't even see my fucking pulse.
Where did he go? There you are. Hello, hello. Hi, Pixel. Hi, Smile. Hi, Cairo. Hi, Fradel. Hi, North Prince. Chat, do this. I got a joke for you about time. So Ewan started his stream. I can't with this guy. I can't with this guy. Wrong title? Oh, I did. I didn't update that. Just finished their quest. So fucking dark. Hi, Max. I got distracted. You wanna know what happened? XS overlay crashed. And I was like, oh, I gotta fix that. And I forgot this. Thank you. How's the amazing Ewan doing? Hi, Fishy. I'm okay. I slept fucking horribly. I have a predicament. My parents are away. They're on their vacation. And I'm watching the dog. To give the dog special attention, I have been sleeping in my parents' bed because it's really fucking big and the dog can sleep up there with me. So she sleeps like, next to my thigh. Just pressing into me because she's a fucking... She needs attention like that. Their bed... Fucking... It's probably great for them, but for me, I'm like, this feels fucking awful on my back. So I woke up like 5 times last night, just like, oh man, my back is hurting more and more as I sleep on this bed. And it's like, sleep on my back, it hurts. Sleep on my side, it hurts. Sleep on my fucking chest, it hurts. It just gets worse. Yulin Death sleeps on the dog's bed? No, it's literally the fucking king-size bed in the master bed. No. Parents are away? Parents are away. Hoi hoi, y'all, I'm here. I made today an iced coffee, a sandwich with Swiss cheese, mascarpone cream, cheese with Italian herbs, peppered turkey, all on top of sourdough bread, and I'm so proud. Flour. Also, I love this Moogle. Next paragraph in 45 days. Congratulations on 45 in a row, Pixel. Euland, are you late? No, I'm not. Hi, Mixie. I'm gonna sneeze. Whew, muted in time. Hi, Elder Benisland. Okay. Now you can see me? Oh, wow. You look very different on the stream camera than you do in-game. In-game, I see him like as a glowing metallic. He looks like fucking Zac from League of Legends. On the camera, it looks like just green highlights. Ugh, blessies. Who is the green? That's Air. I think the best bed would be any bed with Eland in it. Okay. Fuck me. 2-hour virtual meeting. God, North Prince, I hope it goes fast. That sounds awful. Yeah. I love that emo air. Koyo's hiss emote is so fun. One thing that it was perfect for. He got that hiss emote, and then this was right when all the butt emotes were popular. So this was like 4 years ago, right? What we would do is we would post the hiss emote, and then post a butt emote, and we'd be like, Koyo going in for the butt licking, and he'd be like, no! No, stop! No, I hate this, I'm removing the emote! Fuck you, get air jail. I don't know. I want to get a good night's sleep. I don't need my life essence drained by a succubus. I don't have to drain it. We can just cuddle. There isn't even an update on the section of the product I'm testing. Oh, good. Oh, lovely. Do you test products? That's what Zayla did. For a while, Zayla, they didn't test products specifically, but they were the, make it work last minute person. So people would, like, have a product, have a delivery date, go through all the issues of production and, like, getting it ready. And then anytime they found stuff in, like, the last 48 hours, it was like, Zayla, fix it! Hi, Zuby. Second baby, can we take one from Lethal? Oh my goodness. Can we not take one from Lethal? Can we just give that one to Chewy and, like, walk away from it? Oh, look, 95 days since Stardew. Has it really been that long since Stardew? Huh. And the punchline was late, just like Euland. Huh? Incubuslin? No, it's just what I'm saying. I see. I see. Intercontinental ballistic chow drop. Yeah? You look so angry. I don't know why in this color scheme you look even angrier than usual. Here's Euland kissing himself. Okay. Hi, Global. Gay Latlin? Zuvi, my friend. Kiss yourself now. The joke that I sent before the live message. That was the punchline. Okay. Okay. We're fucking... Eric, come here. Get head pets. You only did Hattie time because you finished Stardew, and it's been a month since that. Goob. Yeah. Hi, Oni. Hi, North Prince, my friend. Hi, Cairo. Oh, they're doing it sloppily. God damn it. I liked Koyo's clip from yesterday. You saw it, right, Zuby? Hi, Octomage. Oh my god, I put the headset on and it's just like pressure on my nose and it's like, alright, allergies. Just fucking runny nose. Yeah. Hello, Pixel. Hi, Ron. The clip Koyo posted yesterday. It's me, Zuvi, and Shere Khan. And we're doing the California Girls dance. We're all synced up and just sliding along. But it's Rose and Koyo, and they're like looking up at a dam, and they're like, what is that? And we just come out of the fucking fog. California Girls. Emerald Chow. Shere Khan showed it to me because Icobot didn't do his heckin' job. Where are we? We're at the Bendies. Wow. You know, my back prevented me from getting decent sleep. Hi, sleepies. But right now it feels fucking great. I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm a little tired, but like I feel good right now. What the heck? I want to get good sleep. Hi, Devil Gated. You know, I haven't played Diablo 2 in like 20, 25 years. Not 25, probably like 20. I don't remember the encampment being this simple. I don't remember it being like literally just walls and one house and a tent or two. If your back is good but you can't sleep, have you tried having it blown out then sleeping? I can help if you want. That sounds great, Smile. Please come over right away. Euland, I'ma hold you like this. Okay. Hi, Euland, my love. Hi, love. Hi, Zuvi. North Prince hug. Hi, Mommy X. Oh, we're at squats, right? We need to put Euland on the rack. Please, no. Gotta go, guys. I got a date with a streamer. What was that? I need to set my phone so I can see the notifications outside of the lock screen. Is it Euland? Get in line, pal. Do you think some girls actually tried that? I say some girl. Do you think anybody has actually tried that? Where, like, they set up, like, 4 or 5 dates at the same time, and everybody shows up at the same place, and they're like, what the hell's going on here? I'm here to date this person. I thought I was here to date this person. And they just sit on a couch, and they're like, I see you've all arrived for the gangbang. A night with me, Euland, and all those problems will go away? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm going to blow out his back. You doesn't have a bakery. He has the whole industry back here. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Euland got the biggest BB I've ever seen. Good lord. Hi, hun. Hi, honey. Yesterday was extremely productive. I sat with Oku for like 3 hours and did model stuff. Hi, Josh. And so, I don't have like a new model or anything, but the base of this model, it started it started working on a better tattoo. It's fixed its hair. So you guys aren't going to make fun of me for Neapolitan hair anymore. It's going to be a much better gradient. What was the other thing we did? We worked on the hair a lot. There was something else we did that I can't remember now. Hi, Grianne. I gotta move on with my model too. I hate... No, the ice cream scoop. I fucking hate not learning and just having Oku telling me what to do. But me learning and trying to get things done the right way means it doesn't get done. A friend of mine helps me figure out how to do toggles. Now I know how to do that. I can look into actually editing my Abby. Hell yeah. No, the ice cream scoop. Finally changing the FF tattoo. Oh yeah, you two did a private call. I want to join. You know, Ellie said the same thing, and I was basically like, "Hi, Oku." I want it to be a private call, so that I don't get distracted by everybody. I wanted to give Oku like my undivided attention and not like be dealing with everyone else. I love everyone else. I love Ellie. I love you, Cairo. But this is like, I need no distractions. I'm gonna figure the UV thing later. We'll set up gestures today. It'll take like 5 minutes. Okay. Aelin gave me my payment already. And holy shit, thank fuck for VRC Fury. I have VRC Fury. I haven't used it yet. I did say to Oku, my payment to him will be an avatar with an outfit of his choosing and a specific tattoo on the back. You find me that enchanting, Ewan? Cairo. Fucking obviously? Yes? Duh? You're so much fun that it's like hard to do anything around you. Like, if I want to be productive, I just have to not pay attention to you. That's why when you do the stream and I'm like there with you, half the time I'm like, well, what did you say, Cairo? I'm sorry. I was physically tuning you out so I could get this done. Because I didn't want to screw it up. You find me that enchanting. Fucking duh, yeah. Obviously. He hates me, chat? I do not. That's a surprise. I would have thought you would love being told what to do. I have a lot of things that just conflict with each other. I fucking love being told what to do. I also have immense pride and hate being told what to do. How does that work out together? I don't fucking know. It's a fucking headache is what it is. No distractions. Ewan does his payments in the wilds. If I make you a brand, would you? Kaiwo does make me weak at knees. Aw, thank you, Pixel. Is it a horseshoe tattoo? Oku's just like, eh. Euland is a walking contradiction. There's so many things that I have that, like, contradict themselves. I'm an exhibitionist. But, like, people seeing me that didn't want to see me, and, like, you know, just my shyness towards things, get in the way of that. It's just like, what the fuck? I have a lot of pride, and I hate getting help. But nothing gets done unless I get help. A cutie mark. Would funny as fuck. Well, so here's the thing. A cutie mark is very specifically My Little Pony. Whereas the horseshoe would be very, like, Uma Musume, right? Like, I don't think... Do Uma fans and My Little Pony fans get along? Are they, like, you know, the handshaking meme, brothers in arms, clopping together? Like, is that a thing, or are they, like, you stay over there and we'll stay over here, or they hate each other? There's literally zero interaction or relation? Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, I was starting to ship the two fandoms. I thought about it and I was like, I literally never see any interaction between the two. People like Uma because they like cute girls. Horse racing or both. I was actually talking to Elite. So Elite, he's like the first streamer that I ever like started talking in their chat with. Elite is like my origin point for Twitch. And he, for a while, he got way into Red Dead Redemption 2. He'd play it, and then he'd play it with rules with himself. And then he got way into the Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay community. And in the roleplay community, everybody wanted to be like a badass. Everybody wanted to be like the fucking sheriff, or they wanted to be an outlaw. And like, he was the one person who was like, no, I'm just gonna be some fat loser named Eddie Collins. He was literally RPing a character that's like scared of everybody. And everybody loved him. Because he's great to roleplay with, because, 5 people showing up to each other, all trying to be the main character. Gets a little confliction, right? You can't have 5 main characters. So everybody loves Eddie because he's a good foil to everybody else's main character syndrome. Well, eventually, he opens a racetrack. Like, what they would do is they would find some place that would be good for, like, horse races. And they would hold, like, weekly horse races on the RP server. And it became this huge event that everybody would show up to the horse races. And the problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 roleplay servers is that they live and die in a month's time. They just, here's the new one, it had some drama, now it's closed. There's a new one over here. It goes 2 months, oh, and there was some drama, and now it's closed. And so they were moving around a lot, but it was always like the horse racing community in the Red Dead 2 RP community was just sticking together through all these. And so because of this, I was like, Elite, I was watching Uma Musume, and he's like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, what do you mean? It's the horse racing anime. Surely it's like the one you'd like. And I don't know if... he'd like it because he likes everything. Like, he liked K-On! He's like, I don't want to see no slice of life. I don't want to see cute shit. And then we showed him K-On! He's like, alright, I really like this. And so if he watched it, he'd probably really like it. But he was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, it's the gacha anime movie thing. He's like, or I said Proxy really likes it. And he's like, oh, is that the one that's like XCOM? And I was like, no, the other gacha. Holy shit, he's the bird with the cracker meme. Alright. 22:30. $25.30. Hell yeah, he's racist, chat. I'm pretty sure you can have 5 main characters. That's what a harem is about. Like Marvel's Avengers. See, in our Zomboid roleplay server, it was always underground boxing matches with a ton of gambling. Yeah, I don't doubt that. No twin turbo. Man, fuck you, K-On! Rocks. If that came off as me insulting K-On!, that was not my intention. The point of me mentioning K-On!, because I agree, it rocks and I fucking love it, is that this is a guy who's like, he liked edgy anime. He thought Death Note was peak anime. And he watched K-On!, he's like, this is now my favorite anime. Straight back, it is straight. I'd be all about that horse betting, though. Yeah. Death Note isn't peak. Anybody that says Death Note is the best anime has watched a total of 4 anime. K-On! Is my favorite anime of all time. Is it really? Mine is Barakamon. Halfway there. Yeah, it's my number 1. My favorite anime is DBZ, just to piss off Elon. Okay, buddy. Okay, guy. DBZ is not my most hated. Honestly, I think it's deserving of its popularity. There's a lot good about DBZ. It just has specific things that piss me off. They're not as egregious as other anime, right? Like, I didn't drop DBZ. I dropped 7 Deadly Sins. That's actually dog water for a show. 1 more minute. I was watching some Hunter x Hunter the other day for the first time. I love Hunter x Hunter. 7 Deadly Sins is so good. It's got a big girl. Look, Octal. I don't dislike its characters. I don't dislike most of its characters. The plot is so trash. My favorite anime is my bed, and I'm going to be watching it now. You can join me if you like, Elin. Sleep well, smile. Actually, no. I don't want to watching me sleep. That's weird. You are weird. 30 more seconds. Oh, I don't remember the plot. I just remember thinking it was cool. Why is Icy Fire so very cute? Personality, dedication, discipline, size. 15 seconds. Yeah. He's not here right now, Nick. That's error. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. One of those animes Netflix thought Americans would like, and they were right. Huh? No, Seven Deadly Sins is like... it has a pretty low score, Octal. It is, not well received. Hi, Smug. They bought the rights to, like... So it's a Netflix produced show. They actually didn't just, like, show it. They actually animated it. Hi, Unknown. Hi, Wrath. I don't know why they went so hard on Seven Deadly Sins. I can tell you, it is not well liked. They they gave up on it in season 3 and, like, literally just stopped putting a budget into it. Oh, where are you going? Come here. Hello, Burb. Hi. All I want to do is play Core Keeper. That's literally all I want to do, Core. And I made the mistake of looking up some, like, here's some easy farms you should make in your Core Keeper run. And I imagine you don't want me to build some of these automated farms. I imagine you want to figure them out. Yeah. I might build one of them. What did you think of Knights of Sidonia? The only thing I know about Knights of Sidonia is the Muse song. If there's an anime or something in Seven Deadly Sins, I'm unaware. I watched the first season of Seven Deadly Sins, and I dropped it. I thought some of the characters were great. I actually really like the invulnerable guy, Ban, I think his name is. I really like, I like Diane, the giant girl. I like the Fairy King, he's okay. I really like, I think his name is Gauther. The Sin of Lust or whatever. Obviously, because it's femboy. I fucking hate Meliodas and, Elizabeth. I thought those two were so fucking trash. And when you learn the whole thing about, like, I was really uncomfortable every time Melodius just molests her. Like, it's a 16-year-old girl, and he's just like, literally episode 1, he's just like, honk, 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 and it's like, oh, this is so uncomfortable. They explain it in the lore that, oh, they're star-crossed lovers. He's a 3,000-year-old demon. She's a ever-reincarnating angel that they always get together. And it's like, he's sitting there just like, oh, it's my wife who I love, and, you know, she doesn't have her memories of me yet, but she will soon, and, you know, I'm just gonna honk. It's so uncomfortable, and I hate that. I hate that so much. Not only that, Meliodas is just a fucking power trip of a character in that, like, every fucking scene he's in, he's just like, yep, I'm just gonna stand here because I know everything and I know better than you. Hit me with your best shot. Oh, I reflected it and threw it back in your face. And it's just so... Every episode of Season 1 is just him being like, yep, you think you're tough shit and you don't know who I am, and then just putting a bad guy in their place. I'm going in this tent. Seven Deadly Sins It's one of those anime that I'm just like, it's trash and I could not finish it. I understand why it's popular. It had a big budget. It started with decent animation. But I think it's so undeserving of any measure of popularity. I'm gonna steal them back from you. Bloop. Get ready to walk. We're starting with a Final Fantasy video. We actually did this one somewhat recently. We're walking through Labyrinthos. Is this Diablo OST? It is. We are in a Diablo map. I'm actually... It's very dark. I might need to move somewhere closer to light. What do I look like here? I'm okay with this. It's a little bluish, but... Oh, no, there's a thing to click. I don't want to stand on that. I don't want to stand next to... Oh, no, I can stand next to the fire, because I have world sounds off. Oh, yeah, Oku. So this tattoo, this isn't supposed to glow. But it does with the way the first person did the avatar, and it doesn't with the way the second person did. I gotta catch up. I was a sucker for Toradora. Minoru Kushida is literally me. I think I talked about Toradora with Kyra once, and he was like, if you like the redhead girl, you're boring. And I was like, what? Damn, okay, dude. It was another show Netflix pushed. It was so good. I haven't seen it. Oopsie you, hi Core. Pat you too, Core. I'd like to watch Knights of Sidonia. It's so dope. Lamau, I mean, do you like it glowing? No. I hate it glowing. Hi.
Hi.
Alright, do the thing.
Oh? Oh. Okay.
Your thing for Octal Mage. Because they're clearly your favorite.
First of all, fuck you. That's not true. Second of all,
I mean, it's totally fair if it is. Octal Mage is one of my favorites.
True. Oh my god.
I get it.
Hi, Octal Maid. Okay, whatever. Okay. Ara Ara. And how did the other one go? Ara Ara. Okay.
Lights up face while back shots.
Hi everybody.
I don't like it
I missed
glowing.
you guys.
I don't like it glowing, Oku. Because to me, glowing tattoos is like etched magic runes. It's like a magic thing. And my whole thing is like, I'm not magic. I'm literally just some femboy walking around. And so when magic glowing runes doesn't make any sense to me. Not me, I haven't seen it. I don't flame everyone's interest, Yulin, come on, just most people. Bullshit, Cairo. People mention, like, Bravely Default or Octopath around you. I don't remember which one, and you'll just go, oh yeah, that's the most mid JRPG in existence. What do you mean you don't flame everyone's interests? Who that? But why not perform Knights of Sidonia? What? That's not true because I can. Don't put them on the spot, a 3D Freya. When she starts streaming, she's gonna be used to being on the spot, so we gotta build up her tolerance for it.
What?
Huh? What?
Me stream? What?
What? Huh?
What?
Huh? What's up,
Wow,
Freya?
Manish todas.
I'm happy to see and hear you. Boy, Freya, you're cute and thanks. Your word of power, waiting to be learned. Hang on, hang on. You are indeed magical, Ewan. Ewan got ruined by a gizzard. By a what?
I don't know.
An unknown where. Gizzard? Jizz Wizard. Okay, In Stardew, there were a lot of mods, right? One of the mods was to make all of the NPCs into, like, anthropomorphic versions of themselves. And so, usually they were just cute animals that were like, oh, this kind of fits their personality. There were a few that they were like, this person has to be this animal. And Magnus, the wizard, they made a lizard. So that he could be a wizard lizard. They just wanted that pun of the wizard lizard. King Gizzard, the lizard wizard. Freya's made my day better with the aura. Just mentioned on breakfast in the corner. Oh, we're at 1%, right? Because of Zuvi. But yeah, I worked with Oku. I say I worked with Oku. There was a lot of me just, like, doing exactly what he told me to. There was a lot of, like, okay, click this thing. I don't see it. Which direction do I move my mouse? You move it up, buddy. There was a lot of me feeling really stupid moments like that. I did do the hair. The hair is, like, updated, and I'm really happy with it for the most part. There was, like, 1 or 2 little issues that I just don't know how to fix with it, but I cannot wait to replace this hair. As far as I know, to get an updated version of this model that's more... It'll look exactly the same, but just be smoother. It'll be like quality of life stuff. We need to finish the tattoo. I will need to put clothes back on it, because right now we're working on just having, like, a Ken doll safe for work version that I can BRC Fury clothes to.
Are you ready to admit the truth, yeah?
Hmm?
Going to speak your truth?
So I'll need to put clothes back on it. The hair's done. Tattoo's half done. We need to look at gestures today. I think after that, it's, like, ready. And I'll actually be able to, like, put both sets of clothes on it. So I won't have to do the dumb thing of, like, switching avatars every stream. I'll just have the stream avatar. Because right now, this one doesn't have the black shorts. Huge. I'm so excited for it. Guys, I'm gonna have gestures. I won't have this fucking, like, stupid as shit deadpan face that I just stare at you for hours with after the walk. Well, I'll actually have expressions. I'll have expressions! And then none of that will matter at some point when I get face tracking. I have no idea when I'm getting face tracking, if ever.
That's kind of the point. Gotta tell
Speak
him.
my truth, not in public.
He's being a chicken.
It's fine.
But it's cute. And I love it. Aw,
Oi.
Don't oi me. Don't oi me. You're the one who's like, plead the fifth. Blah, 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 blah.
Also, yeah, you can't plead the fifth, Air. That's an American right.
Oh yeah.
Damn it,
Imagine
Elon,
that.
what the fuck?
Does it
Can-
work for you?
Whatever that is, can you get rid of it? Or just hold on to it?
This? Oh.
I just
No,
don't want
don't
it
do
triggering my, like, haptic thing, because I was like, doot, 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 doot. What the hell is that?
It's really simple, Eric. You just
me.
say it.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning. I got grabbables. You can throw me across the room now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Okay. This is a new outfit, right?
You actually tried!
Of
What the
course
fuck?
I did.
What?
I've been telling you I want that for like a year.
Damn.
Yeah,
Can't
to be
believe you.
honest, I'm pretty sure.
This this outfit is new though, right?
And there might be others as well.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I got the kinematic sword.
Maybe.
Hell yeah, it looks comfy.
Hmm.
It's fucking snowing this morning,
Fucking hipster outfit.
so I doubt I'm walking the dog today.
Yeah,
It's like
Gonna
surfer hipster.
snow an inch.
Yeah, my son had a one whole day.
I was going
of
for
school
2010s.
This week.
Oh boy.
Like what the fuck?
Does he
Yeah,
is he old
Thursday.
enough to be like, snow days rule, I hate going to school?
No,
Okay.
he's confused because he was like, I want to get my backpack, I want to get my coat, and I'm all like, no.
Gotcha.
No, goddamn it.
So I
You
saw
can do it.
I had like one day.
a Reddit post that you'll like, Pixel. But say what you were gonna say, because I'm totally changing the subject.
Oh, so this week I had like the bill to pay
Mhm.
my tuition, and I was like sweating my balls because yesterday was the only day I could have paid it. And so like almost everything went almost wrong. My fucking dad and I, we were gonna drive out to the place because he signs the checks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like
Hi,
kind of
Jan.
witnesses the whole thing. And so, we were going there. The fucking car had snow on top, and we broke at a red light, and it just fell down in front of the windshield. And
Oh.
we were like, oh god. So we parked in a Snooks, had to clear it off. Apparently the wiper broke, so we had to buy that later.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so we were just driving around without a wiper. It was so funny.
Pixel, who has you at
Freaky.
gunpoint, buddy?
Oh, I'm
Why are you
stretching.
holding your hands up?
That is why you fully clear off your car, of snow. I learned this lesson when I was driving down the freeway, and I saw a car a couple lengths ahead of me, and just a massive, like, square foot brick of snow just flew off the top of their car and hit another car in the windshield. And it was like, ooh. That's, yeah, you should clear off your entire car.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Some people would kill for that error. But you know what? If I want a welcoming and inclusive community, and so if this bothers you, Air,
Bye, Jan.
Freya, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. If you could move away from Air.
Okay.
I just want a safe community for everyone. Don't worry, Air. I got you. I'm looking out for you. Any problems? You let me know. He's like, fuck you! Fuck you! Thank you for participating in my joke with me against Air.
I can't explain. What were you
Totally
gonna say,
worth it.
Ewan, about your Reddit post?
So this Reddit post, I sent it to Ellie, but you'll like it too, Pixel. It's this army squadron, and they all just have a fucking sense of humor. And one guy, he goes up to one of the dudes and he's like, for $25,000, would you tongue kiss your cousin for 15 seconds? And the first guy goes, 15 seconds? And I get 25,000? Yes. Yes, I'd do it. They go to the second guy. And they're like, $25,000. Do you tongue kiss your cousin for 15 seconds? And the second guy goes, shoot, my cousin's hot. I'll do it for free. Which is just like, buddy. They go to the third guy.
Alabama.
And they're like, for 25,000, I know this creep's gonna do it. Look at this guy. And this guy's like giving the creepiest fucking smile. And he's like, ask the question. And they're like, for $25,000. For $25,000, what? You gotta say the whole question. God damn it, dude. For $25,000, would you tongue kiss your cousin for 15 seconds? And the guy goes, -20. I'll tongue kiss her for 15 seconds and I'll pay her $20. And it's just like, Jesus, dude. They go to a fourth guy. And they're like, and he looks like he's the oldest and like he's so tired of all their shit. And they're like, for 15 seconds, would you tongue kiss your cousin and you get $25,000? And the guy goes, $25,000 to kiss my ex? Yeah, I'll do it. And it's like, wait a minute, buddy, wait a minute. It just got funnier each time, and it was so fucking good.
That's crazy.
A nice hat, Pixel. Hi North, hi Frey, Yuli Core, hi Air, Uno Octal. Hi, damn, no
Thanks.
Frey company appreciation. What do you mean, no Frey company appreciation?
I'm appreciated. I've just been shoved aside.
I told you to move for the joke, but once we had the joke over, you could go right back. This is
I'm
you
just
now.
over here giving Error a hard time. That's poor babe.
It very much, it had the energy pixel of the, guys, if I was going through a hard time, would you be there for me? No. In fact, I hope whatever you're going through, it gets even worse or stuff. It had that energy, where it's just like, every time
Or
they
it
ask
just
somebody,
deteriorates.
it just deteriorates and gets so much worse. The one guy was crazy. The one guy who's just grinning and they're like, man, look at this creep. I know he's gonna say us. Ask the question. Oh, dude. -20. You guys ready for some bad news? Well, not bad news for us. But, definitely bad news for somebody. So the fires are going on in the Palisades, right? In California. Somebody was going through, like, Zillow and looking at, most recent house sales. Somebody bought a house for $5 million on January 6th. Like, literally 4 days ago.
No.
They bought a house for $5 million.
Day before.
Yes. Literally, they bought it and it
That's
burned down the
fucked.
next day. I don't think they had
That
house insurance.
dude, you need to get. You can't even register for house insurance in that time.
I know. Rip 5 million.
Dog, that's fucked.
I'm kind of out of the loop on the LA
No.
thing. So,
That's like the mortgage.
yeah.
You still have to pay that. Dog.
Except for that Fox story that was silly. So, in Los Angeles, California itself has just been dealing with a lot of droughts. And it's, pretty much climate change is creating these conditions that make it harder and harder for an area that already struggles with fires.
Here's
There-
the thing, though. Has California forgotten that they're a desert surrounded by water?
They're surrounded by water, but it's hard to get water to specific areas. Hi, Kuro.
No, I mean, like, they're a desert. Shit's gonna catch on fire. And
Yes.
every single year. I'm not, saying that all of this is okay. I'm just saying, have they forgotten?
It happens every year, but it's getting worse and worse. right? Like 25 years ago, my grandparents weren't rationing and like had a water budget. I mean, maybe they did, and I just didn't hear about it. But hi Kuro, hi Matoshiro, hi Yasu. We were talking about the LA fires. Specifically, there was a guy that bought a house for $5 million on January 6th. The fires started January 7th. So, rip to this guy. Yeah, I would become a villain after that. Mikuro raid. Oh, Milkuro raid. You gotta watch the LA mayor getting harassed by the reporter? Oh, I haven't seen that. Imato, waves, skibidi, Kuro, stinky. Like with floods in Florida. There's water surrounding most of it. Out of luck, what number of house was it? Was it house number 3? I don't know what house number was. I just know it was like 5.1 million. There's a lot of stuff going on with the LA stuff. There's this guy, there's a lot of, celebrities crying about it, and, you know, a lot of people unsympathetic toward the celebrities. Some of it justified, some of it, you know, this guy was just, you know, trying to say, like, man, this sucks, sorry for everyone. There is something really shitty coming out of this. So a video came out of this woman who lived in the area, and, you know, she was in the evacuation zone. So she had her family come over and help her move all their stuff into, like, as many trucks and cars as they could get and leave. This was literally like her 3 sons and her 2 daughters. Everybody bring over your car and, like, put stuff like the couch and the dresser in your car and just get as much shit out of here as possible.
Can I help you with something?
Well, a news station got a hold of this footage,
Oh my gosh.
and they were all black. And the news station ran with this as, there's looting in the LA fires. Which is like, fuck you. Yeah, they literally found footage of a black family moving their stuff, and was like, look, it's looting in the LA fires. And now a bunch of, like, the shitty, like, content creators and, you know, the racist side of content creation and whatnot are just like, hundreds of looters descend upon the LA fires. And it's like, that's not what's happening. Fuck you. They're posting just, like, absolutely fake videos of it, too. They're posting videos of, like, I saw one of a video from fucking India of, like, a bank car getting robbed. And they're like, look at the looting in the LA fires. And it's like, that's literally the other side of the world, dipshit. So this one time at band camp. Hi, Ty. I meant, like, how many houses did he have before? Oh, no. I actually don't know. I don't know anything about it other than the house was sold January 6th. Wasn't hundreds of looters? It was just me and my buddy Pedro. Hi, Meximan. The fuck is wrong with you? For legal purposes, that was a joke. Yeah. I mean, it's... The fucking news reporting on this is a joke. It's so infuriating. 90 streams? Hell yeah. It's Friday, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's Friday. I got a 3-stream streak.
Hell yeah.
Baby.
You were up early today. I saw you in someone else's stream this morning.
Yeah. Oh man, I passed out at like 7 o'clock last night.
Mm-mm.
I was just not feeling it. I was like, fuck today. And I just went calm.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's Friday.
I woke up at like
tonight.
4:30.
Mm-mm. I went to bed at midnight. And then I I had trouble sleeping, so I woke up at 5. And I remember I don't remember what stream it was. It might have been Foss's stream. But I saw you say hi there.
Yeah. I was in Foss's and then I was in Shocky's.
I remember thinking like, damn, she's up early. And I was wondering like, if you're normally up that early, if there was like, my first thought was, I wonder if a kid woke her up.
Well, I mean, partially, but
Ah.
at the same time, it was like, I went to bed at 7. It's time to get up. I
Gotcha.
can't sleep anymore.
I remember I was living in San Diego during the 2018 fires. It was wild to look outside in the middle of the day, being like, why is it so dark out? I've never lived in an area that was dealing with fire problems. I did live in
I lived
California.
in San Marcos.
I lived
The Coronado
in...
Hills were on fire. They were right behind us.
Oh, wow. I lived in the Bay Area from 1999 to 2009. And I remember we'd hear about fires down there, but it was never like, I can see a fire. Yeah, it's Friday
It
and
was
I have raid
bad
tonight.
when I was in San Marcos.
I hope
It was
whoever
really
came
bad
up with
year.
this...
I mean, we watched a whole family watch their house burn down. They were just staring at it, just watching it burn. I'm sitting there like, oh my fucking god, I can't.
That is miserable. I hope whoever came up with this doesn't dare to play the victim when they get what's coming. Oh, you know they will, Jan. The original post has already, like, deleted the tweet. Like, they said, there's looting, look at this, you know, look at all the looting happening. People, like, quote retweeted it. And then that original tweet is deleted. But it's too late, people are already running with the story. Divvy. I beat Act 3 in Path of Exile. I'm kind of, like, getting frustrated with my gas grenade build. It's fun because, like, I made it myself, but, like, I was in a call with Oku after we did model stuff, and he's like, oh, wow, I didn't know this guy had that attack. I haven't seen most of these. And I'm like, yeah, you killed the boss in 5 seconds? He's like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, God, this build fucking sucks. I was looking at different poison builds. And I saw a build for a gas concoction build. Which, the way gas concoction works is, you throw charges of your mana potion, and it's like a really strong poison attack. The problem is, you run out of fucking mana charges, and then it feels like you've got nothing. I've like half switched to it. It also seems like once I get tier 3 support gems, it'll be way better. A big issue with this build, though. Well, so I found like a build guide on like Maxroll. But the video I first watched of this build was like an AI generated build guide, which is like, what? That's a fucking thing? But they're going over the build. It's a lot of stuff that I don't fully understand because I'm new to Path of Exile. But a lot of the comments in Oku were like, hang on. They're saying to take CI, which I think is Chaos Infusion, which makes your health 1, but you're immune to chaos damage. But that's not what you see in the footage for the video. And so, like, people in the comments were like, wait, how is this working with Chaos Infusion? He has over 1,000 health. And someone else in the comments was like, yeah, it's an AI-generated video. Don't use these builds. They're trash. There is a Maxroll build which seems somewhat similar. So it kind of looks like they use the Maxroll build as, like, the prompt for the YouTube video.
Wait, so they got fucking UI AI generated builds now?
Yes.
Fuck.
It's a like 15-minute video on YouTube that is AI generated build guide. And it's like, what the fuck is... Huh? It still seems like the build will work because it's taking the prompt from an actual build. But like there's a few things in the video that's like, don't pay attention to that. You gotta go to like the actual build. It's weird. I've tried it out a little bit. It seems okay. The damage actually seems decent. Like, I don't have I don't have gear set up for it at all. But I'm able to, like, do pretty okay with it. The problem I'm running into it so far, is that Concoction uses your mana flask charges. So after some time, I just run out of charges. And it's like, oh, I can no longer use this spell. Well then. I also haven't, like, redone my talents for it. It'll get a lot better if I can get a bow and a quiver. And then I can move out of...
You quiver.
Huh?
I said I'll make you quiver.
Okay. If I can move away from strength and put a lot more in dexterity, that'll be good. Also 1.2 miles. Ah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to redo my character. On one hand, it's like, do I redo my character or I just make a new character? That sounds awful. I could also just wait for the next update, right? In 2 days, Path of Exile is going to have a big developer update. And so, you know, depending on what we get there, I could see that and be like, oh, they're adding Druid? I'll just wait to play Druid. Just play a new game. You've got Proxy's money's worth. Well, I do have fun with the game, Octal. Here's the thing, Octal. This game is actually fucking, like, cracked for me, because I love games like this where you can, like, make builds. I just need to get to the end game so I understand the systems more. It's really hard to make a build when you don't know how the game works, right? You just gotta get there. I just need to, like, get to the point where I've seen the stuff and I can understand the systems. But because I don't understand them, I'm, like, kind of dragging my feet going through the game. It's one of those contradictory things I was talking about earlier. It's like, I love to do this. I hate to do the thing to get to this. Besides, if I put it off, that lets me focus on Avatar stuff and Minecraft. I really need to get a Minecraft video out. Because Yuki and Violet are both, like, waiting on me. And on one hand, I don't want them to, like, go ham with making stuff. But, like, I feel bad keeping them waiting. Minecraft video? Yes. We finished Star Wars, Jan. Hi, Bits. We finished Star Wars. Next up is Minecraft videos. I made one. I'm not super happy with how it came out. We're gonna look at some changes and what I can do to improve. But like, so Violet, I told her what I want from you is to like make pretty structures. Make like a lake. Make a cool like little village. Just really aesthetically pleasing stuff in Minecraft. That, like, hi, Violet, speak of the devil. I'm literally talking about you right now. That, like, when I get to a certain map, it's like, oh, we can add this here, right? We're walking through the taiga forest. Well, this particular house will look really great in it, right? And so I've given her the task of just find and, like, come up with cool designs like that. And Violet's, like, chomping at the bit. Like, I'm ready, Yulid! And I'm just like... oh no. I want her to be going easy with this. It sounds like she's just so driven already. Same thing with Yuki. Minion. I really want you to watch Steven Universe so you can see Bismuth. She is literally... okay. The way it works, Violet, is that Gems in Steven Universe, they all have, like, a class system. A very hard, like... they are born, and the type of gem they are born as decides what they do for the rest of their future. They are born as adults. They do not really develop or mature. It's just like, this is your role. You get to talk down and be an ass to anybody below you. And you better be subservient and polite to anyone above you. And bismuths are like, they're not low ranking, but they're builders. They're common builders. They are literally like the buff lady gems that build the temples, that build the roads. They're kind of grunts. They're kind of grunts, but they're not like the short grunts. Hi, Trogdor. Turn off your damn computer, you coward. They're like... What would they be like? I can't think of a good, like... They're like this in this, you know, media. They are very much rank and file. But they're not the, like, the little grunts that get kicked around. So Vio is about to build you countries for Minecraft videos. God, if I let her, she would. Counter grunts, turn off your damn computer, you coward. No, I need my computer. Yeah, the first video I did was the Dripstone Caves. The way I recorded it, it has a bad aspect ratio. I need to, like, redo that. I need to figure out some video settings, because in the recording there's giant black bars at the top and bottom. I also think I can just do better. Are you going to be using shaders? No. Half of the channel is the original look of these biomes and games, right? So I don't see much point of being like, you know, here's a historical look at what Minecraft vanilla looks like. Let's say Minecraft is no longer available to buy or play. It's difficult to get, and I want people to see what it was like back then. Well, it's better to have it in a vanilla look, the way that most people saw it, than with a shader that's like, oh, well, here's how a very small minority of people that played Minecraft saw it, right? Because it's a good representation of actual Minecraft. It's not a good... Now, this applies less to Minecraft, because I feel like Minecraft is just going to be timeless. It's going to be a game that will be around 20 years from now. People will still be playing it then. But, like, this is especially important with games that are no longer playable, like WildStar. If I had made WildStar videos, I wouldn't want a big texture shader mod playing with them, so that you see them in a way that people didn't see back then. It needs to be like, oh, I remember playing this game. It looked like this. People will be looking for older versions, though. Like, look how dumb the pigs looked back then. Yeah. I guess in that regard, it's very much a snapshot of, here's what it looks like now. I can do new videos, right? Minecraft is getting regularly updated. When they add a biome, I could do a recording of that. I just bit my lip and it really hurts. Ow. But yeah. Have you seen the AI Minecraft? They generate each frame on the fly. It's super trippy. I haven't seen AI Minecraft specifically. I have seen, like, AI YouTubers that, like, make AI content. So Kwebbelcomp, he would make, like, AI Let's Play videos of an AI version of him playing Minecraft. And it was just like, this is not what AI should be used for. Absolutely zero game engine. It's playable in the browser and it's just generating image after image and taking your inputs. That's crazy. No need to bite your lip when plenty of people in chat would do it for you. When you hurt yourself, it causes pain. Good lord. I had an ex. I had an ex. And we were doing like text ERP. And he bit my lip in it. And after he's like, what'd you think of that? And I was like, that was the worst thing ever. Don't do that again. He was like, what? I thought you'd really like it. And I was like, no. I don't like pain. No.
Mike Tyson ERP be like punching your mouth.
He was like, why did you say anything? And I was like, because, like, I don't want to have a serious discussion. It's like boner killer mood. I just was like, whatever, I'll get through it so we can fucking finish. Like, ugh. Mike Tyson ERP ASMR. Good lord.
That's funny.
Alright, I didn't fully understand this, but I have it in my notes. 2025 Lego Game Boy. I don't know what this means.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it's a Game Boy you make with Lego. I don't know if it's like a Game Boy, a Lego themed Game Boy. Nintendo just came out with a video that was like 2025 Lego Game Boy. Be ready for it. Lego Game Boy. And I was like, this could mean 3 different things. Communication Table Talk Session 0. I can't say this enough. My friend is Giantess ASMR. They're really good. Well, so like Violet, we had done a lot of stuff before. This wasn't like session 1. This was like session 17, and they just tried this new thing. Lego and Nintendo are preparing a Game Boy block kit for release this fall. Is it like playable? Because they made it seem like it was going to be playable. So yeah, you build your own playable Game Boy. The D-pad looks awful. It looks so uncomfortable. The D-pad is literally like a T-block, not a T-block, a cross Lego block. Like, it's literally a fucking Lego. That sounds so bad for your thumb to play for extended times. Is Cairo
I
still here?
imagine you can put like those tile studs to make it feel better.
It's the original Game Boy? Oh. Maybe it's not the first or 20 session. Well, what's the harm in discussing a new tactic before trying it on the fly? The spontaneity of trying it on the fly. Which sometimes was great. Sometimes we would do stuff that, like, you try it and the other person's just like, holy shit! The actual gray brick? I never had one of the gray bricks. My friend did. My friend had one. My first Game Boy was, it was like a turquoise Game Boy Color. And that was my first gaming thing ever. I got it with, I think, Pokemon Blue and a Rugrats game cartridge. That Rugrats game was awful. I got the gray brick as a handy-down and I loved it. Elin, now that I bought Monhunt, I just want to play it. Cairo. The year is 2054. Those of us who escaped the white whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. Played Tetris and Pokemon? Hell yeah, Rugrats in Paris for Nintendo 64. I had a Rugrats game on the Game Boy Color. Pixel, I'm testing Cairo. I don't know if he got it. I don't know if he caught it at all. He's usually such a super fan of these things. Hi Jan, hi Ran. Okay, I always say hi Ranmu, but now it says hi Ron. Have you seen the look on Cairo's face when he streams? You could have stopped that. Have you seen the look on Cairo's face? I have to send you this pic I took when I tuned in? Oh, please send it to me. Good night, Goonlin. Good night, Jam. Good night, Cairo. Good night, Wolfmother. Good night, Kuro. Good night, Elder. Sleep well. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if Cairo can hear me. I wouldn't say your way. You just say Ron. I can. Cairo. The year is 2054. Those of us who escaped the white whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. You were supposed to go like, oh my god, he said the thing! I don't know, like, how big that is. But, like, I don't know what that means. So, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition was announced like a day or two ago. And all of the YouTube comments were like, the year is 2054. And I was like, okay, I bet my Xenoblade friend recognizes this. Were they just being weird? Oh, well.
They were just being weird.
They might have just been being weird. It has a release date. You've probably already seen this, Cairo. But March 20th, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I think I saw some people crying in the YouTube comments. Like, actually crying. Yeah, I know? Okay. Sent, it was just him staring into nothing exactly like that. The Ocean Dub voice actor for Cell, Dale Wilson, has died. That sucks. That guy did a fucking great job. Alright. I might do another 24. I can't remember
Trailer is
Cairo.
literally called The Year's 2054. That's why.
I can't remember Cairo. Have you played Monster Hunter before? Also, wow, what a face.
Your face.
I am not. Monster Hunter ...
I just look up and Yulin doesn't have a face anymore.
With names I don't know how to pronounce. I just use my native sounds and it usually works out well. Weirdly works really well with Asian languages. Monster Hunter clap. I fucking love Monster Hunter North Prince. I'm eager to know if Cairo has played it before or not. I've asked him this question before, I just don't remember what he said. If he hasn't played Monster Hunter before, I maybe want to give him like a crash course through World or Rise. I played through you by myself on the 3DS. Did you get far, or was it like you played 10 hours and you're like, this game is okay? If you haven't played, like, Worlds or Rise would be very, very cheap to pick up now. And going through them would be kind of fun. Especially if you have the Monster Hunter itch. Played a bit of World, but how disjointed the co-op was made me hate it, lol. If you wanted Cairo, we could bring back, like, Hat in Time Mondays. But it's Monster Hunter World. And I would be able... I know how to play through the co-op. So, like, I would bring a character that already has the story completed, and I would scale my gear down. And it would be you going through the story, and then I'd be joining you once you encounter every cutscene. It's not super seamless, it's not super clean, but it's going to be a lot better than 4 knuckleheads going through it for the first time together. First, you need 422, 463 mods just to play it. You do not need mods. What? I've never modded Monster Hunter. I've run a deep... No, that's not true. I've run a transmog mod, which then they added to the base game. And I've run a damage meter. Maybe we can. That might be fun. And we could have others join too. We can have a group of 4, and it can be like you, me, and whichever 2 people want to join that day. And I'll police them. I'll make sure they're behaving and not ruining the hunts. I feel like Elend always talks about wanting to do this and how prepared they are to scale down. I haven't given this rant for like a month, I know. But yes, I am very proud of the methodology I have come up with Monster Hunter. Because it's a very overwhelming game. You talk to a lot of people and they're like, I tried it, and I quit. And it's like, I get that. But then I'm like, if you played it with me, you'd be into Monster Hunter. You would like it if you played with me. And they're like, I don't know. I've already tried. And I'm like, my track record says I am good at getting people into Monster Hunter. I can say that with, like, confidence. I should continue Mon Hun? Mm-hmm. 2 miles. Yuli wanting to police them is both out of character, and it has the same time a little. Seems kind of crazy how the game needs a methodology to enjoy. Oh, for sure. It is definitely one of those games that, like, this game is really fun, but you need to play 300 hours to like it. You know, Warframe has this. Final Fantasy has this. For Monster Hunter, it's not you need 300 hours. It's an issue of you need to have a fun experience. Once you have that fun experience, Monster Hunter becomes like part of your personality. But before that, it's very overwhelming. It's very dialogue heavy. It does not teach you how to play your weapon, and so it just throws you to the wolves, and you don't know half the cool shit you can do to have those good experiences. It is building on, 20 years of history and like 60 games total. It is so hard to like get into it without a guiding hand. Woohoo, 2 miles, you got this, Elon. Warframe for your mod to be able to use sword, right? I have no idea what you just said, Jan. So this applies to if you want to play single player too? Yes and no. My methodology just doesn't work single player. Because the whole point of my methodology, my juice, I guess, like, procedure to get people to like Monster Hunter is a multiplayer experience. To play single player, you just have to be dedicated. It's just gotta be something that you really want to fucking do already. I'll tell you right now, if I went into Monster Hunter without friends, I wouldn't like it. If I was learning Monster Hunter, and I got the game and just started hunting something on my own and then played for 5 hours, I probably wouldn't like the game. I'd be like, I don't care about this. But, like, having played it with friends, having had these experiences of that felt really fucking cool, and there's nothing more than I want to do than play 16 hours straight with the homies. I love Monster Hunter. It's one of my top 5 game series. It was fun, but Monster Hunter fucking ruined it. By the bullshit excuse of why I can't capture Elder Dragons. I don't understand that, North Prince. That is such a, like, in my eyes, small thing to be hung up on. And if that, like, is enough to kill it for you, fine, but to me, the lore is that, like, monsters are monsters, and then Elder Dragons are, like, so dangerous, they're considered the same thing as a natural disaster. They're just too strong for traps. And I don't fully understand why that really sticks out to you. Why it's such a, like, make or break thing. So dangerous it could be killed by 4 tiny humans? Now, hang on. They're not just tiny humans. Hunters are a different race than humans. Well, they're kind of like augmented humans. There was a lot of experimentation in the past, and now they have, like, the blood of a black dragon in them that essentially gives them super strength and durability. Hunters are like demigods. Your character can hold a 300-pound hammer and then jump off a cliff and just do a little tuck and roll and get back up and start sprinting. Because their muscles and skin are literally just built different. A Devil Joe, which is essentially a T-Rex, could literally, like, bite a hunter and chew on them for a little bit, and just won't puncture the skin. They'll just be like, chomp, 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 chomp. And they'd either swallow the hunter whole, or spit it out and run away. Like, they are so ungodly durable. So just Captain America super soldiers? Yes, basically. Oh, I was just saying having farm for a weapon stance mod to be able to use it better. That is a thing in Warframe, yeah. Except not in the movie. In the movie, it was the monsters coming to our dimension, right? I don't know. I didn't watch the movie. I saw them using a gun. And apparently the person using dual blades used fire weapons on Diablos. Wait, you can't do that IRL? IF Barrison? No, you can't do that IRL. That's why they get carded. Eat a meal and jump back in. Yes. The hunters are damn near indestructible. Even, like, passing out in lava is like, yeah, they're fine. You know, I realize. Maybe watching me play Xeno X gets you interested in the gameplay. Maybe. Maybe. We're walking through another Final Fantasy video. Do I have Shuffle on? I definitely have Shuffle on. But this is like the next video after the last one we just did. Or they're within like 3 videos of each other. That sounds like one of those maybes that means no. Look, it's not a hard no. But it's a good luck, Cairo. It probably won't happen. But good luck. One day I'll get you to play Xenoblade, chat. It will happen. I watched the movie recap. It's humans going to Monhun World. Ugh. Either way, why did they do any alter dimension traveling shit? Just have a Monster Hunter World movie. That's all that they needed. There was a time I just wanted to have a second good melee weapon. There was a knife Zaw. When I finally had the stance mod drop while doing Railjack, I disconnected. That's so depressing, Jan. I play Monhun with you. You let me watch you play Xeno. Trade deal. Rejected. I'll pass. They want to have Earth into movie? Yeah, and it was lame. What the freak? Trade deal rescinded. That's not a fair deal. Okay, Yulin, what would it take? Give me your offer. I just don't want to do it right now. Like, I want to play Path. I want to work on my avatar. I want to play Monster Hunter Wilds in 2 months. I think it would take you pretending you weren't interested in it. 2 smooches? Safe to say I stayed with Swords On. With Beyond Insane crit, and damage. Not immediately. But what would be worth it to you? I'm very hesitant with trades like this, Cairo. Because it's just not something I want to do. And I feel like I'm being mean if I make you do something that you just don't want to do. And I honestly can't even think of anything that's like, oh, I really want Cairo to do this. Even though they're super not into it. Other than just, like, paying a lot of money. And I'm like, that's not fair. I don't like that. That feels gross. I don't want to say Monster Hunter for Xenoblade. Because, one, you want to play Monster Hunter. You literally went and bought Wilds. I like everything. Like, we could do a game trade. Yeah, I don't really want to do a game trade, though. Because that means I have to play a game I don't want to play. What weapon are you gonna main? I am most likely gonna main Switch Axe. I have my eye on Sword and Shield. I don't expect to play, but I do have my eye on Kinsect. There's a very specific thing that we didn't see in the beta that if Kinsect has that, it would make me play Kinsect. I also have my eye on Lance, but most likely Sword and Shield or Switch Axe. Crit chance. I know what I'd trade for. Yeah, It's not that, like, there's any game I really want to see you play, Cairo. I'd love to play Monster Hunter with you. But that's gonna happen anyway. And right now, the bigger pressing concern for me is my time. I'm, like, struggling to do 4 things at once. I would like to get out Minecraft videos, and I'm dragging my feet with that. I would like to get Avatar stuff done. I had one day of being very productive with that. I kind of want to play Path of Exile, but I feel like I should slow down on that. Because between that and the other 2 things I just mentioned, well, I'm struggling at all 3. I could do a Tails or something. Kinsect seems crazy to me. As a Mon Hanubi, it seemed the most confusing. The Kinsect is... It's a weapon I tell people not to start with to learn. There are 4 weapons that I'm like, if you're new to Monster Hunter and this is your first time playing a game, do not start with Kinsect. It's not overly complicated. You're just not going to do well with it as a new player. And oddly enough, the weapon gets easier as you get later and later in game. Couldn't we do one over net play? Honestly, Cairo, Tails is one of the better games that you've suggested. Which I'm hearing that, I'm like, oh shit, a Tails game? That actually does sound fun. But that is a huge time investment. And I don't know if I want to commit to Xenoblade and Tails. That's a lot of time. But Tails with you is like, oh shit, that does sound good. We could not play Tales of Arise, the most recent one. Hi, Kiark. However, all other Tales games are co-op. Stardew took a lot of time. Stardew took a shit ton of time. What would be... There's Tales of Vesperia. Tales of Grace's F actually has a remaster coming out. And I watched a trailer for one of the characters in it, Pascal, who's like my favorite character from this game. And I was watching this like character trailer, I was like, wow. I remember this game being a lot better than it actually was. I'm gonna probably take like 3 to 4 times Hattie time took. Yeah. A ton of time with like 6 people working on it. Now think of a solo campaign. What do you mean 6 people working on it, huh? I don't know, Tails. Hey, since it's just me and you, we'd finish it faster than Gauntlet, LOL? Stardew? True, true. God, a solo campaign would be way longer. You're right. Tales are like... Imagine Final Fantasy Octal, but instead of like turn-based or time-based attacks, it's just Street Fighter combat. But simplified Street Fighter combat. That's Tales. And so, you know, you've got the long JRPG, the dialogue, you know, the crazy twisting story. And then you get into a battle and you're locked on with the enemy. And you've got, you know, basic attacks and art attacks. Art attacks cost mana. basic attacks generate 1 mana. And you can chain them in a way that's like basic, 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 art. Basic, 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 art. As you level up, and you unlock different ways to chain attacks, it'll be like basic, 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 art, high art, art, super high art, 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 art. Like, it just, you start being able to chain things in a way that, like, at the beginning of the game, you can do combos of 5 hits. And then later on, it becomes just straight up like Yakuza gameplay or Street Fighter, where you can chain things back into chaining things, into animation canceling, and you can do combos of like 100 hits. I would say if there's any combat that it's most like offensively, it would be Yakuza. But it's a JRPG. You have a team of 4, right? So you've got you and your NPCs. And in the old games, those NPCs could be manually controlled. You could have 3 friends over and the 4 of you each control 1 character. Oh wow, so button mashing? You could do button mashing. You're just Street Fighter combat. I still need to finish Arise. Arise was okay. Arise had like the best combat, but everything else I found disappointing. I was very like... I didn't give a shit about any of the characters. I thought they were all so boring. And then the story was just like, that's it? That's all we're doing? Okay. I always expect like a big crazy twist in JRPGs, right? We set out to stop this bandit. And somehow along the way, we're like literally saving the world from Ultra Mega Demon who's been alive for 10 million years. We're killing fucking God, right? And Arise was just like, we're slaves and we're gonna free the slaves. Okay, we did it. And I was just like, what? What? That's it? What? Okay. Zestiria also did that. Where it's like, right from hour 2, it's like, here's our goal. And it never changes. It never twists. I'm like, this is fucking lame. Oh, that sounds like OG PSO. It starts off like OG PSO. And then it becomes much more advanced. It becomes a lot more like PSO NGS. Yakuza Combat Pog. Berseria had good story. I really like the story of Berseria. Berseria is one of the better Tales games in my eyes. Thinking of a game to play with Cairo, I feel like he would very much enjoy Symphonia. The OG, like, GameCube Tales. The first one that was popular in the West. The combat does not age well, but it's like the OG. There's Tales of the Abyss, which I think is less popular Tales of Symphonia. But I like the characters... I like the characters less, but I like the story way more. The Tales of the Abyss story goes really hard. Then there's Vesperia. Vesperia is like the best group of characters, and it's a good story. Not the best, but it's a really good story. Hi, Violet. Vesperia would be good. Then there is Grace's F. It wouldn't be bad, but there's better. Then there is Xillia. Xillia and Xillia 2. Xillia would be okay. Xillia 2, I just don't want to do Xillia 2. I don't like that one. Xillia would be good, though. And then there is... There's Zestiria. This is the worst Tales game. I fucking hate this one. Then there's Berseria. Berseria would be good. And then there's Arise, which we just couldn't play together. God, fuck, you really got it under my skin, Kyra, with the what about a Tales game? Because I'm like, fuck, that sounds good. I do not have the time for that. I do not have the time for Xenoblade and Tales. Fuck! Fuck, that sounds good, though. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I can hear him laughing. I can hear his laugh haunting me. Do it, Yulin. Let's play Xenoblade and Tails. God. Finishes up Stardew, Hat in Time, and Gauntlet. No time. Okay, we finished up Stardew, Hat in Time, and Gauntlet. We've already committed to Core Keeper and Forever Skies. We finished Gauntlet, and then you have all sorts of free time? Don't have all sorts of free time. In a month, I start raiding in WoW again. And I've been really bad with videos lately. Like, my rate at getting videos out is so slow the past few months. There was a point where I had a new video every fucking day. In a month, Wilds, right? In a month, it's literally Wilds and WoW around the corner. I'm fucked, guys. North Prince has been falling for 4 months. It's only been 4 months?
Could be more.
Ah, North Prince, it feels like you've always been here. That's wild to me. Because of me. You're right. North Prince is so distracting. I can't focus on anything with this guy here. He's just so cute and cool. Ah. Leave. We're almost at 3. We're at 2.94. I don't think we get to 5 off just this video. Woohoo, 2.9 miles. I wish Sen was here. I have some news for Brighter Shores, which I know Sen has played that a lot. Here's some funny news. Mark Zuckerberg, the first recipient, or the world... Hold on. I fucked this up. Mark Zuckerberg, recipient of the world's first rat penis transplant, announces that Meta will no longer be fact-checking. Did you appreciate that one, Pixel?
His what?
Mark Zuckerberg, recipient of the world's first rat penis transplant, announces Meta will stop fact-checking.
Well, I'm glad that he got it. Really bought himself to the top of that list.
That checks out. I wonder how much he gained in size. Good lord. Yeah, so Meta has announced that they will no longer be doing fact-checking. That they're just, we're fucking done. They word it in such a sneaky way. They're like, the fact-checkers have done more harm than good. And it's like, yeah, okay, dude. Yeah, okay. You just don't want to pay for this anymore. Facebook, the hub of misinformation and fake news, is just giving up and, it's gonna have more than ever. To retaliate against this news, people have been writing the most, horrendous stories about, Mark Zuckerberg. Like, recipient of the world's first rat penis, transplant. Which is really funny.
I mean, I'd believe it.
I'd believe something like, he went to space, yay, because billionaires are doing that, but... Hi, Buddha Man. I'm just happy my grandma can still look at her AI pics. Oh my goodness. A little bit of, controversy with the Mark Zuckerberg announcement. He was wearing a $900,000 watch in the video. Which is that's a fucking expensive watch. Mark Zuckerberg died of butt cancer. Yeah, I think I saw one like that was announcing his death.
Oh no.
He was wearing a $900,000 watch. He also had like a gold chain necklace. And there was like, oh, he's been listening to the Kendrick Lamar album. Ah, 3 miles. Yeah, I stopped using Facebook. God, it would have been like 2012, 2011, 2012. So more than 10 years ago. Zuckerberg says, P. Diddy hosts the best parties. Woohoo, 3 miles, you're doing amazing. Thank you. It was, I remember in college, I'd check Facebook every day. I'd make sure the wall was like, I'd go through all the new notifications and whatnot. And I remember anytime I post something, it'd get like 1 comment, or 0, maybe like 2 likes. And then a few of my friends that were just like, way more into Facebook. They'd get like 200 comments, right? It was like, Facebook was their personality. And they'd be like, I ate a sandwich. 200 likes. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm posting stuff that's like, I graduated college today and, get a grats from my grandma. And 3 people like it. Or I have a birthday and like, I get happy birthday from 10 people. And then I don't talk to them for a year. But some people are posting like, I farted, T-heat. And they just get hundreds of likes, right? Just felt like a whole popularity contest and a waste of time. So I stopped using Facebook except for Cafe World. I was addicted to Cafe World for a good 5 months. And when I started to get bored of that, I took Facebook off my bookmarks. I stopped going there entirely. I never, deactivated my account. It's still there. Every now and then I'll go back to it. Because I need, a picture, somebody's contact information. And I'll have, 20 notifications saying happy birthday. And 3 of them will be from the same person over 3 years. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this doesn't affect me much, except for the people I run into that do use Facebook telling me crazy fake shit. But that already happens. Some people were friending randos and bots feel good about their posts. Yeah. What did you do to get fart posts on Facebook? That was just my example. Good lord. Amen, brother. I kept it for the family to stay in touch out of state. Use Insta to look back on photos. I very rarely look back on photos. I don't know. I'm way happier with how I look and mentally how I am now than I was at any point before, 2 to 3 years ago. I had a lot of fun, as far back as 5 years ago. And I have a lot of good memories over life, but this is definitely, the happiest time I've ever been in my life. My boss came in, sorry I got distracted. That's fine. Before the rat penis transplant. So Symphonia next week after Gauntlet then? No. I went through the games, Cairo, and which ones would be good to play. Symphonia wouldn't be bad. But, I think Vesperia would probably be the best. If there was... And I'm not committing to it. I'm just thinking about it. I'm not committing to it. If I do commit to it, it will be after Wilds and WoW. Oh, one of the Tales games I didn't mention is, it's Tales of Symphonia Dawn of a New World. This is not like a main series game. It's like the follow-up to Symphonia. A lot of people really fucking hate it. Lost One, it's his favorite game. It's his favorite Tales game. Lost One has a habit of picking the thing that everyone else hates. That would be a bad one to play because it's a sequel, but... it had some cool ideas. With that one, they took the original cast from the first game, and you could play as all of them. But their levels were locked. So, like, Presea couldn't go past level 35. Which, this is a JRPG. You're supposed to go to level 99. And she's just locked at 35. The two main characters weren't locked. They could level up all the way to 99. But the other 8 playable characters all have, like, set levels at, like, 35, 40, 60. They're very limited in how high they can go. But you can capture some of the monsters. So, like, any monster you can see, you can tame. And have it fight for you on your team. Which is really fucking cool. That's, like, a really fun idea. And you can make some absolutely bonkers strong monsters. But it just... the story was weird. The locking the previous characters is like, what? Why? They put the whole monster... honestly, it should have just not been a Tales game. Why they put Monster Collector, Monster Tamer in a Tales game was just a horrible, horrible choice. Pixel, what temperature is it?
No. 39 and snowing? Hello? Sorry,
30, 39 and
Oh.
snowing. That feels really warm.
Yeah.
Or that seems really warm.
Oh, sorry, 30. That was
30, okay.
That was 2 minutes ago.
39 is like,
2
wow,
hours
that's warm as fuck. What do kids like these days? Monster Tamers. Press F to print money. It did not print money. I'm pretty sure it was a commercial failure.
Holy shit, it'll be 23 tomorrow?
Oh, don't tell me that. Core and Freya fell asleep. Core is definitely asleep. Freya has her head in Core's arms.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here?
I'm here. I'm just doing stuff online.
You look super cute.
Aww.
I think my package is delayed because of the snow.
I was told to look out for a package on the 15th, and I'm like, that's a week away. Okay. Hello, lovely Taco Wolf.
Oh boy, look away.
This might be my favorite song in Final Fantasy XIV. Holy fuck, finally meeting done. Hell yeah. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun. There's a bass boosted version of this on YouTube that I've listened to like for 10 hours straight. Ooh, I almost forgot to enter in my timesheet for this week. Are you done for the week? Hell yeah. What's another story I have for you guys? I have more Path of Exile news. Path of Exile players, listen up. I just have test scenarios to create in the meantime. So Elon Musk did a stream of Path of Exile recently. And he's so good at the game. He's level 95 on hardcore. That means he's level 95 on a character that if it dies once, it dies forever. He's better than me, Oku, Divi, Proxy, Kuro, Kiark, Sleepy. He's better than all of us. On hardcore. The dude's insane. And he's ranked on the ladder. He's like 7th in the world or something. I don't know. The dude's insane. And he streamed it on the 7th. And people quickly realized, yep, he's literally just paying somebody to play for him. and then getting on the account and pretending to be cool, like he did with Diablo 4. This guy's playing on a map where he cannot die, right? Like, it's just so far below him in levels that there's no chance he dies. He just has such high health and regen that nothing can kill him. And he doesn't know basic things. He literally is like, he's going through these maps, he's going through these levels, and he's ignoring, like, really good loot. He's ignoring things like Chaos and Exalted Orbs, because they don't glow. But the tier 3 key that is completely useless to him, oh, it's got a beam of light, so he better grab that. Yeah. This dude is so... God, he's so, like, sad in thinking... in how he needs people to think he's cool. He did this in Diablo 4, where he had somebody play for him, and then he streams it, and it's too hard, so he turned the difficulty down. And then it was still too hard, so he turned the difficulty down a second time. Well, he's done it in Path of Exile. He's playing a hardcore character on, like, super baby easy mode levels. And he's going through the game, doesn't know how to use the thing. I have a confession, Ewan. The build I used for Deadeye, I actually copied it from watching Elon play. No, you didn't. Hi, Potato. Oku.
Play?
At one point, he didn't know he wasn't using his abilities. And it's because he'd run out of mana, and he didn't know to use his mana potion for like 10 seconds straight. The dude doesn't know how to play the game. Well, I hope at least some guy out there is making bank scamming him out of his money and playing for him. I hope so too, Potato. I hope it's not some guy that's actually like a really big fan that's like, oh, I love Elon so much, I'll do anything to help him look cool. I really hope it's some guy that's just like, this dude's a fucking loser, but it buys me a house. Everybody knows he's full of shit anyway. What would put the cherry on top is him still dying at those baby levels? God, that would have been so funny. It's insane to me that the richest man in the world just has such a confidence complex that he does shit like this so that people think he's cool. The guy playing the character probably don't know who Elon is. It's surely a company that does the middleman. I imagine he doesn't talk to Elon at all. I imagine it's like a secretary or something that Elon's like, make this happen. They're like, okay. And they contact a character and sign a big old NDA. Excuse me. And he does it thinking people will actually believe it? God. This is the smartest man in the country. He builds rockets to send people into space all by himself, by the way. Like, how the fuck does he think that people that spend their lives playing Path of Exile... There's people that play Path of Exile 14 hours a day. And he thinks it's really believable that he's a CEO for 3 companies, working with the government now. Hi, Sen. And also a top-ranked player on Diablo and Path of Exile.
Look.
It's ridiculous that he's like... How does he have lies that are as believable as a 7-year-old? Right? It's literally the equivalent of a 7-year-old child with fucking chocolate around their lips. And you're like, did you eat all the brownies? And they're like, no. And it's like, did you put any thought into your lie? Good lord.
I also got t-shirt toggle.
I cast cough at the mention of secretaries. Oi, hang on. If TikTok gets banned, I'm gonna be sad. USA is my favorite sitcom. If nothing changes, I think it's January 20th. or January 16th. It's on its way out. Like the jungle and the pyramids. Once explorers gathered all they
It's on
could,
its way out.
it became an experience for the rich. Yeah. Hi, lovely. Throw enough flies out there and some are bound to stick. Us too, bud.
I
I
hope
don't
the
know, I
fucking
wouldn't be
moon
sad
doesn't
if
become a
TikTok
tourist
disappeared.
attraction.
I also wouldn't be sad. I kind of just expect something to take its place, right? Maybe YouTube
Yeah,
Shorts are
I'd
gonna
be sad if Twitch
skyrocket.
disappeared. Or not Twitch, but Twitter. Sorry.
If
I
Twitter
am
died
so
and
mongering
Blue
right
Sky...
now.
If Twitter died and Blue Sky popped off, I'd be happy. I kind of like Blue Sky more, just... It doesn't have the popularity and traction of Twitter yet.
I dare someone to revive Vine. Violent. Oh my god.
What even happened to Vine? Like, was it...
TikTok
Well, was it banned, or was it just like TikTok is better?
and Twitter, yeah.
It went bankrupt and then was replaced by TikTok.
Yeah,
Oh.
it kind of started to suck. Well,
Ah. Twitter happened saying the pregnancy brain is too real.
too many things starting with T. Fucking stupid. Be original. Look the alphabet up, motherfuckers.
um. I have a fuck this dude story. The chairman of a company. It was a company I'd never heard of. I'm not even sure if it's a US based company or an India based company. I think it's in India. But this guy has his employees working 6 days a week. And somebody asked him in a press conference, like, hey, what do you think about moving to like 5 days a week? Some companies are even doing 4 days a week work weeks. And this fucking piece of shit was like, I'd have you guys work 90 hours a week if I could. I'd have all of you working on Sundays. What are you doing at home anyway? How long can you stare at your wife? And it's like, holy shit. This guy is such a fucking loser that he like doesn't have hobbies and just thinks working is all there is to life. And like,
Or
if
fucking
you're
kids, like holy shit.
if you're that type of person,
Frick you. Good lord.
right? If you're the type of person who like you just wants to work, you just want to work and work and work, that's fine, right? In fact, society will fucking love you for that, and you'll probably make a decent amount of money in life. But wanting to be like that and make everyone else also be like that, bro, that's misery. Fuck you. That's also a lot of tech bros. Gah. That's the type of person who, like, when he gets that level of power and he starts, like, having the authority to make those type of changes, that's when I think about Bill Burr 7 years ago when he's like, so we're just gonna take that guy out in the street and shoot him, right? I'm like, man, I'm not gonna fucking say that, but, you know, I kind of want someone to. Damn.
Well, now it can happen. It's the new trend.
On my way to bonk healing. I mean, a boss who lies,
It's like
or a
that
boss who's
one
upfront
meme.
about it. Yeah. It's also a lot of tech bros. Hi, Sen.
Getting what's the saying? It's like getting shot in the street. Yeah, getting shot in the or getting shot at work, getting shot at school. Yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Shot at
Getting shot at
Yeah.
school, absolutely
shot-
not okay. Getting shot at work, that's not okay. Getting shot in the street, that's also not okay. But getting shot in the street while being a CEO, now you've crossed the line.
That's the funniest shit alive.
I mean, the pandemic showed just how many
Oh, by
people
the way,
couldn't stand living with their spouse 24/7. Somehow, some way, cheating went through the roof during lockdowns. That's incredible. How? At least he's honest, I guess.
eating.
Did I tell you about Salesforce CEO and how he went on interviews, vehemently speaking against work from home, and how COVID is over, everyone needs to get back into the office? And then it was revealed it spends most of his time at home, and he goes, I was never really an in-office person. It doesn't work for me. Grinder? Good lord, Oku. I fucking like... I love seeing companies that are like, hey, I don't give a shit about your hours. I don't give a shit about you coming into the office. You have a job. You have metrics to meet. Hit them. If you get your job done, I don't care. You don't need permission for days off. You don't need permission to, like, move about the country to visit family. If the job gets done, that's all we need. I love seeing companies like that. And it just seems so fucking rare. Hi, Zobra. That's my current job. It's great. Hell yeah. The only thing the company cares about you is the work you do, nothing else. See, that's what it should be, right? But, like, a lot of the times it's like, no, you have to do it the way we tell you to. You have to be in the office. You have to fucking, like, not be listening to music. It's just so insane that it's like, I don't give a shit about productivity. I don't give a shit about how good a job you're doing. I care about, like, just fucking all this other little shit. I heard a case of that in the middle of the night. You could hear it throughout the building. It wasn't nice. Pre-COVID, 29% of the participants reported cheating in online exams. During COVID, this figure was 54.7. God damn. For me, I had a pretty flexible schedule before COVID. I could either show up as early as 6 or show up as late as 9. Right? I needed to be there for 8 hours. Take at least a 30-minute break for lunch. But I had to be there for 8 hours starting between 6 to 9. Once COVID happened and the lockdown started, they were like, well, we don't really care about, everybody being in the office for collaboration. So just get your time in. Just work 40 hours a week. And I was like, could I start at 2 a.m. in the morning? And they were like, I mean, yeah, sure, why not? And then I did. And my boss was like, okay, I didn't actually expect you to start working at 2 a.m. in the morning, but I was looking at your timesheet and you literally clocked in at 2 a.m. Wow. And I was like, oh, was I not supposed to? I thought you said... He's like, no, that's perfect. I just didn't expect you to be so fucking weird. But this is great, because now I can use you as an example to everybody else, right? When they say, can I clock in at this time? This guy can now go, well, Yulin clocks in at 2 a.m. some days, so yes. You literally can start whenever you want. I knew that was gonna happen. This is actually about the time I met Senro. For 2 years, I worked work from home for Tech Systems. Hi. And I would just get 8 hours in a day. If I was up at 2 a.m. and I was gonna be up for a while, I'd clock in. If I slept and I woke up at like 11 p.m., all right, well, let's clock in. So long as I got 8 hours in that day and got 40 hours a week, they were happy. And I was actually, like, getting work done. Look at this guy being dedicated, unless the rest of y'all. Useless, the rest of y'all. Unlike the rest of y'all. Not cheating, I would rather hear cheating than what I heard that night. I was gonna say to shock until I got to sleep. I figured it would be the sound of people finding out they despise each other. That sounds so miserable. That sounds so, like, scary. To fall in love with someone and treasure them and cherish them and want to spend the rest of your life with them. And then, like, just falling out of love with them. I don't think it's a completely unnatural thing. I think there's a lot of people who relationships like that just don't last forever, right? But I feel like it'd be especially devastating. So, like, I remember the story. The guy was getting sick. And he kind of narrowed it down to his coffee was making him sick. And so, what he did was he set up cameras to see what his wife was doing to his coffee. And she was pouring, like, fucking bleach in them. His wife was, like, literally trying to poison him. And kill him with his coffee. And, like, that must be so devastating. That must be so, like, wow. I've been busting my ass off to, earn a high salary and buy you all the things you want and take care of you. And you were just like, wouldn't it be better to just kill you off, collect the life insurance and all the money, and then, you know, live life how I want to? Like, that sounds so sad and depressing. Monogamy is a social construct / sarcasm. I don't think you're wrong. And I already have a negative view on marriages. Then, you got the same view as me. Let's get married for the tax benefits.
What the?
And it...
That's my law. I'm just kidding.
Getting cheated on is one thing. Imagine your spouse actively trying to kill you. Yeah. That was a complete misunderstanding. She's trying to build bleach immunity for him by microdosing. So this happened to my grandpa. Because grandma's a narcissist. She was manageable when he was able to have a job. Focus on being really healthy. But now that she's old, the only thing she focuses on is being miserable? Gah. It's commitment right there. The German way. There's that benefit of visas, too. For real, though, a decent percent of married couples have that thought. It's like... I hate all of the fucking benefits of marriage, like tax write-offs and things like that. That's like very... Ugh. I hate the idea of commit to this person so much that it becomes legally difficult to separate from them. That just sounds like daunting and scary. Oh god, what video did we get? Snowden drifts? Alright. Cairo, let's get married. Letting the intrusive thoughts win. It's... I don't know. I understand where government is like, we want you to have kids, we want you to get stuck together and raise kids. But like... everything around that seems so scary. I mean, honestly, kids sound scary as fuck to me too, but... Washer. I don't know what in the actual fuck anyone else was doing when they partnered up, but I'm excited to see the world with him when the kids are gone. I love his personality, and looks are just a bonus. I can't wait for us to be retired together. See, and that's like ideal. That sounds awesome, right? But not everybody is like that. Oh. I don't know if I put the clothes back on in the right order. Oh well. For me, I've never been that close to somebody for that long. Growing up, I had a lot of friends in high school that were just friends, right? But never any, like, relationships. Romantic relationships. In college, there was my first girlfriend. And we were best friends for 3 years, and then we dated for a month. Did not last long. Honestly, there was a million red flags there. The two guys I dated, one of them was my best friend for like 6 years. And it was a good time. But like, he was always the person that like I would never commit to. The relationship was always like, you're fun, and I'm down for like sex and stuff. And basically, we're calling this a relationship because it's everything a relationship is, just there's zero looking to the future. There is no like, hey, we've been together, we should start thinking about our future, right? Like, quite frankly, he was a train wreck, start to finish. And I was never like thinking, where does this lead to? I loved him to death. I've made up with him now, and I think he's great, and I think he's doing much better for himself. But like, I don't see a future with him. I didn't see a future with him. I definitely don't now. This walking yapper. Hi, honey. That was the longest relationship I had. That was the longest, like, friend of that level of intimacy that I've ever had. Now, I've had a few friends that I'm, like, that close to. But even then, it's like, to be fair, I found mine in Iraq, and it helps that our worldviews mostly align. There's a few people, I know so many people now, that there's a few people that, like, I can't imagine them ever changing to a way that I would, like the relationship would change. And I'm so comfortable around them that I could see, like, the friendship and companionship and growing old with them. But none of them want that relationship. I don't necessarily want that relationship. And nor do I, like, get anything by having that relationship, right? With all the people that I, like, kind of have an eye on, it's like, I get everything I want just by being friends with them. I don't really need a marriage with them. So it's like, it just seems so, not unideal, it just seems so unnecessary to me. With my parents, this is a... Oh god. The treadmill just died. That scared the shit out of me.
Jesus Christ.
Let me fucking reset that. I definitely tensed up my muscle also. This hadn't happened in a few days. I thought we were past this. Not again? Yeah. Oh god, I definitely tensed up that muscle. Catching myself. It's so sudden. Okay. Oh god, I definitely tensed up that muscle. I'm like, ow, ow. Oh. Did I just put it to 3? I did, okay. Not again. Hate it when he talks about his exes. Yeah, I swear the more time passes, it feels more and more that everyone that isn't okay in the head lives on my building or near it. If only this would be universal. Hi, Loja, this walking yapper, haha. Hi, hun. Not again. That's also really important. Both of us started dating with the intention of finding out if marriage was good for us within 2 years. When I say dating, I mean courtship. Yes, old-fashioned. And honestly, that's kind of what I think dating should be. But I thought you'd be used to pain in the ass. Okay. Okay. With anal stuff, there shouldn't be much pain. If there's pain, you're doing it wrong. You gotta ease into that stuff. LOL. Okay. Okay. With my parents, the idea of, like, not wanting a relationship is wild to them. I'm not gonna say they're both, like, super needy for companionship, but I've seen both of them without the other around for a while. You know, I've seen mom when dad goes on a trip for a month. I have seen dad when mom goes on a trip for 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm not saying they fall apart, but man, they're very happy when the other comes back, right? And, like, it's just one of those things that they don't understand what it's like to not be in a relationship, or, like, a relationship where the two parties don't have the same end goal in mind is kind of pointless. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I love my parents, and I think their marriage is beautiful, right? They're coming up on, like, anniversary 35. But my god, I would hate to be in their relationship. Like, the dynamic they have is so, I don't want to say gross, undesirable to me. My dad is somebody that he needs to always be
gross.
It's gross. My dad is somebody who, he always needs to be doing something. He always needs to be working. He always needs to be moving. My mom is somebody that kind of needs constant validation. So their relationship seems like it's built on mom having stuff for him to do and him constantly doing stuff for her. Which, my God, with as lazy as I am, that seems fucking awful. But for the two of them, it's like clearly working. And they're both very, very happy.
What's that called?
I don't know if it has a specific name. Sounds like they have their love
Codependency?
languages
No.
figured out. Very much so. Aside from temporary relief from being alone, yeah.
It's the one that's found in nature. you
It's
know?
not symbiotic.
It's symbiotic.
One loves doing acts of love. The other loves having acts of love done for them. A symbiotic relationship. It's... To me, it's wild. To me, the less responsibility, the less chores, the less obligations I have in life, the happier I am. So when my mom and dad have a literal fucking whiteboard of chores for dad to do, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up looking at this. If that's what marriage is, I never ever want that. And growing up, that's what I thought marriage was. Having matured a bit, I'm like, okay, that's their marriage, right? I would just need to find one that's more fitting for me, right? Why would I base my marriage on what other people have for theirs? That doesn't make sense. Of course it should be based on what I want and what makes me happy. But when you go so long basing it on something you don't want, even now that I'm in a mindset of, a marriage wouldn't be the end of the world. It could genuinely make me happy. Happier. I'm already pretty happy. But it's just going against, 25 to 30 years of, that looks so undesirable. I have not had this conversation with them, right? Because for a long time, they were like, you seeing any girls? When are we going to be grandparents? And even now, they're like... oh, we're not holding our breath that you get married. But, we're not getting rid of the baby stuff just in case, right? Like, they're still, kind of hopeful. I think the idea of not moving toward marriage is crazy to them. Interesting, of all I've seen, I may be 1% of them. But even that one seems pretty blah. The only thing I based my choice on was finding a guy who wanted kids. And the house, and the dog. So my kids would have a dad. For me... Oh god, here's another contradiction of mine. I would want somebody that wants to, that understands I like doing as little things as possible. And so they're, not doing things to increase my obligations, my responsibilities, my tasks that I have to do. At the same time, I don't want someone that's going to make me feel like the relationship is uneven, that just does everything on their own. That they're just like, oh, don't worry, Yulin, be a princess. I'll take care of you, I'll do all the stuff. That would make me uncomfortable, and I would hate that. LOL, minion. Hi, Kyo.
Elon just wants a bipolar person.
Shut the fuck up. I would need somebody that's like me, that's self-sufficient but lazy at the same time, that wants to do as little things as possible, doesn't get in my way, and isn't creating as much work for me, but is also just they don't want much.
Ah, okay.
Carry all the groceries in one go when I can. Kia where? There ain't no way Violet can carry in the groceries all at once. With how big her family is, hell no.
Oh, minimalistic. That's the term.
Yeah, I'm very minimalistic. Hi, how's you? Our treadmill just shut off, Kyo. I'm a little sad about that. But other than that, we're good. You don't want to be treated like a princess? I do, but I don't want to be treated like a princess that it makes the relationship feel uneven. I don't want somebody who goes to work, comes back, and is like, let me cook dinner for you. Let me do this for you. Oh, I need to do this errand tomorrow. Let me do that. Like, I would appreciate somebody that just wants to fucking spoil me like that. I would appreciate it a ton. But that makes me feel very uneven in the relationship. That makes me feel like I'm taking advantage of them. And even if that genuinely makes them happy, even if they're like, I love this, them doing all that makes me feel unhappy.
Why don't you just go home to you and then take advantage of him? I'm just kidding.
Okay. Oh, I definitely did before my state started charging for grocery bags. And I still could because we don't wait till the end of the month to buy foods. What a slave driver if you wanted that. Good lord. Clarify on that, Jan. Are you saying I would be the slave driver or I want a slave driver? Oh god, I'm really hungry suddenly. Welcome home. Do you want dinner, a bath, or me? You would?
It's the core.
I would... Honestly, so I remember talking about the harem experience that girl had a couple months ago. Where she went to Saudi Arabia and was part of a harem with like 39 other women. And like once a week it was her turn to, you know, get ass blasted. And other than that, she did chores around the house. That doesn't sound that bad to me. The problem with that lifestyle is you don't know what you're signing up for until after the fact, right? Especially in a place like Saudi Arabia. You sign up for a harem like that, that is just... Are you coming back alive from this? That's scary. In the US, a harem like that... It doesn't sound... Like, the fantasy of it sounds really hot. But is the reality going to match the fantasy? Often not. I don't know. There's a few people that if they were like, I'm building the harem, come live in my house for a bit. You know, I might be like, okay, I'm not against trying it with certain people that I know. But that is a very, like, that is a very fantasy situation that is not happening for real.
Is it American harem? It's just frat.
Basically. The American harem. The VTuber struggle house. Not happening with that attitude. American harems are the Mormon polygamy. Those are the old American harems.
Hell yeah.
I actually met a woman who was in a polygamous relationship. She was a door-to-door salesman for AT&T stuff. And I was talking to her for a bit because I was like, you know, I needed to sign up for internet. This was when I first moved into the apartment. And she was, I don't remember how it fucking came up. But she was telling me that she liked cooking. That she was in a polygamous relationship. And she had 2 husbands and a girlfriend. Or 2 husbands and a wife. I don't know. It was the 4 of them. And the 3 of them would game all the time. And she didn't know games at all. She would just do cooking. And so she said, you know, some of her happiest nights were she cooks for all of them. And then they all eat while watching them game. And I was like, you know, life like that doesn't sound that fucking bad. Did Pixel just hell yeah polygamy? I think he did. The wildest thing to talk about with a salesperson?
I mean,
I have no idea how it came up, Violet. You know what I think happened? I had just started buying, like, toys and stuff, because this was when I first moved out, right? I had purchased a dildo, and I think I'd hit it, but the box was still out. And so I'm pretty sure she saw the dildo box and was like, ah, this person is degenerate. We can talk about the fun stuff. And I was like, open to it, was like, oh damn, yeah, no, I don't care. I'm pretty sure that's what she picked up. Because I remember her leaving, and I remember seeing the box and being like, oh, shit. Oh, well, okay. I'd feel bad for the one that likes cooking. She said she liked it. She said she didn't really care about games. She liked cooking, and she liked having a big family that liked her cooking. And so, you know, having this group that she got to cook for every night, and they all, you know, expressed their appreciation for it and just had a fun time involving her. She was like, you know, I want for nothing else. Well, being a Switch means harem sounds fun, but the legalese about making that okay as a Christian is tricky. Yeah. I mean, quite frankly, it's not okay as a Christian. The Bible does talk about polygamy. You know, Abraham had many, many wives. There's a few people. Solomon had like 4,000 or something. So clearly God is okay with it. But they do say, you know, a lot of things, the law of the land takes over. And so in the US, polygamy is illegal. Now, that's if you are just thinking about on-paper marriages. If you want to start getting into, like, well, what is a marriage? Is it something the government decides, or is it something I decide? I think if you look at, like, the specific letter of the law, polygamy is not okay by Christian standards in the US. Did they... the sex? I imagine often. Yeah, I still feel bad. If I was in that situation. Why? It's okay with some Christians, like non-LDS Mormons. Which is really outdated, to be honest, because clearly people don't care about it. Yeah. That was 0.6. We were at like 4.5 when we died, so...
I'm just saying, I wouldn't be opposed to a ring on every finger. No, just kidding.
Okay, Jesus, buddy. Where's my camera? I left it over here. This guy, I swear. We need Mark here to fact check that mileage. Circumstances make even the Christian church allow polygamy. If I recall, after the Black Plague, the church allowed men to marry a second wife if he could support them. Like, for me, it wouldn't be cheating if he married another woman. 99.99% of Christians I know would heavily disagree. But he definitely wouldn't do that without some heavy input from me about it. Alright. We pause this. We bring back the Diablo. I'm gonna guess that was 5.1 miles. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. $5.1 miles, and now we rest. Done. I come up here. I come over here. What the heck? There's a stream of me up. Because I was watching, I had Kuro's stream up. Okay. Because everyone is gaming, and one's doing the cooking. I feel like they were just doing this for me. And I'm not giving anything that I see as a thank you. You like helping her since you do this, so you know what I mean? Oh, for sure, Jan. But, like, that's just, you know, the surface level that we're talking about. If I remember correctly, I think I said the same thing, and she's like, no, they do all the cleaning. Right? Like, I cook, they clean. And she's like, that's fucking awesome. I get to do all this fun cooking stuff and then never have to do the cleanup. And they make her feel appreciated and loved. There's no like, babe, give me some food. Oh, okay, get out of my way. It was never like, I assume they weren't, you know, treating her like that. You guys wait here. I'm gonna change my ankles. Okay, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, I bought an expensive ass camera.
Yeah, it's kind of making me think you've broken the solicitor's rule and like maybe you get kicked out of the walking group.
What the fuck?
I mean, you know the rules.
can't
No
believe you.
pictures.
That's right.
It's always been that way. You think just because you've been
I'm
here for a
sending-
while, you can like ignore the rules?
And so do I.
Okay.
Oh.
I literally said ignore the rules, but Cinderella takes screenshot. I think Cora's asleep, so she might not join us, but we will see. Yeah,
There's a nice comfy tent over there.
we are not going to the tent. We are going to Rainy Days. Portal. I have broken that rule since my first nap. Oh no, the rule doesn't apply to you, Jan. It only applies to Pixel. I'll say it again. It's me who is the misogynistic sexist in my relationship. Somehow the woman in his family thinks it's him. You say that, Violet, like you're so proud of it. And I'm like, it's not necessarily a good thing, Violet. Can't believe the Pixel has done this. I can. Sounds problematic, but it's not me. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if that works for you, that sounds crazy, but if that works for you. Man, my legs were doing so good today, and then I tensed my muscles when the treadmill turned off, and now I'm like, ow, ooh. Yeah. There goes your entire vacation. Can't believe Pixel has done this. Okay, good thing I don't have personal rules. Yeah, no, you can take pictures, Jan. It's just Pixel that has the no pictures rule. And like, he hasn't been told that before. I'm just saying it now and then saying like, you know the rules, you can't do this. I'm gaslighting him with that. That rule has never been there. On my way to head pat Ewan. Now I fucking wish. Oh my god. There goes your entire vacation. It's a rule just for this person that I just made up and applies retroactively. That's retroactive
Look at these glowing
rules.
blue eyes behind you. Oh my gosh.
I know, they're so cute. Retroactive rules made up on the spot is like, fuck you. It's not often you see somebody try to get away with that shit, but I see it sometimes. I go over all my stories. We didn't go over holidays. I was waiting to see if Icy Fire popped in. BRB shower. Okay. 2025 Lego Game Boy. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Oh, Sen, you're here. Brighter Shores is merging combat professions. They're not splitting them up across chapters anymore. It is a bit early. I saw but didn't look into the details.
Yes, Octomage, hi.
I don't know Brighter Shores enough to know the details. I just saw that they're not splitting up the combat professions between the different chapters anymore. Which, sure, great. The way I'd always heard it was it wasn't that big of a problem. Just people didn't like it. No riddle today either. I was able to talk to him last night on another stream. They started their new job. Wow, 2 people just started a new job. He's definitely... excuse me. He's going to be around less, which on one hand is like, oh man, but I hope the job does well for him. Model work. I sat with Oku for hours yesterday and made a lot of progress. My hair, oh my god, my hair is gonna look so good, guys. PoE 2 gas concoction. Some dude bought a Palisades home on January 6th for $5 million. Burned down the next day. Chairman of company said he wants employers to work 90 hours a week. Mark Zuckerberg, recipient of the world's first rat penis transplant, announces Meta will stop fact-checking. Elon Musk streamed himself playing Path of Exile 2 on his level 95 hardcore characters. The army dudes kiss your cousin for 25k. And then people are getting mad over looting in the LA fire, specifically a video of a black family helping their mom move her stuff. That was the news for today. That was the stories I had collected over yesterday. You'll leak even better on your knees. Oh my goodness. Okay, North Prince. We gotta... Real. Well, I don't know if I agree with you. We'll test it after stream. There were a few news stories that pissed me off. I'm kind of looking at these and I'm like, man, there's a lot that kind of just made me mad today. The chairman, the Mark Zuckerberg, the Elon Musk thing, and then the looting stuff is just all of it's just like, man, I hate all of these. Yeah, same. Same to getting mad at news stories, or same to you land on their knees? I'm gonna assume you said same to news stories. When do you want to do model stuff? I want to nap today. I don't think I'll be walking the dog. Read something yesterday that just pissed me off. I don't think I'll be walking the dog today. Last I saw it was 30 Fahrenheit and snowing. And if there's snow to be walking through, I don't want to take her out. Is that the cute and adorable Freya I see? Hi, Nick. It is. We've got Senral here. We've got Freya here. We've got Pixel. We have Logitech and Unknown a little off screen. I think there's no little beans hiding in the group. Nope.
Hi, Nick.
So it gets slightly hotter. At around 3 p.m., it will start raining instead of snowing. And then it'll snow again.
Okay. Yeah, I think the dog and I are staying inside. I'll take my nap, have a bowl of cereal, and I'll message you, Oku. I'm good, Pat. Good. Freya, may I please pet the tail? Today is Friday.
Yeah, that's fine. Just the tail.
World exploration with Core. I am excited for that.
Yippee.
Although, no fucking probability labs. I was really excited for that she hadn't seen those, and I was like, "You haven't seen these, right?" And she's like, "No, I haven't." And she's like, "Man, dreams crushed."
I had to ruin your dreams, trample all over them.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yulin, we can do more probability labs, baby. Yeah, but I don't want to do them with you. No, I'm kidding, Cairo.
What? Whoa! Oh, that's fucked up! Cairo, I'll do it for you.
Look, I was expecting Cairo to be there a little tonight. So it was going to be with him and Core. How are you, North? That's it, I'm going into Publix. I thought for a second you were going to say it's okay, but just the tip, lol. Kyra's just like, what the fuck? Look, it's just instinct, okay? Even when he's like being nice and wholesome and genuinely like, hey, I'm here for you, it's like, I want to fucking bury him in the dirt right now. I don't know. It's instinct.
Fucked up.
You're making a giant assumption on that one. Since it's been around forever and it's very popular. Yeah, but she doesn't typically go to game worlds like that. There's plenty of worlds that were like, hey, Core, have you seen this world from 4 years ago? And she's like, never in my life. How are you, Octomage? Probability Labs this Zealand? Oh, we never showed Cassidy Yukio's rock. I wonder if they're planning to do that tonight. Don't worry, I'll do Probability Labs with you, Kyra. Screw this Zealand guy. I also love that world. I'm good, waiting on some Unity stuff to upload and playing CDDA. Freya, may I please brush the tail? She did say only the tail, only pet the tail. You might be pushing your boundaries there.
I mean, it's a whole lot of tail. You can try.
If you come across maps that have a ridiculously giant skybox, send them my way. Okay. Man, I normally don't take note of the skybox in the world. But when we did, when we were at Just Be Club 4 the other day, it was like I think this was a week ago.
That's a really nice one.
That skybox was fucking minuscule. At one of the rooms, I'm like sitting next to the window and I look out and I'm just realizing like that skybox literally looks like it's 20 feet away. It's just right there. The reason they're into giant skyboxes, Senro, is because Giantess RP. Yeah, ideally big enough to fit someone scaled up to 5,000 meters.
Jesus.
Octomage, have you ever been to Climbing Carnival? I know that one has a giant skybox, but I don't know if it's like a column that's like if it's literally like a cylinder that just goes straight up, and if you go outward more, the skybox is close, or if it is actually like a circle around an area. But I would imagine that Climbing Carnival has a fucking ginormous skybox. Oh, that I was thinking of Game Engine skyboxes. It's the same. Just how large the world developer made the skybox in Unity. Plane and driving maps are the best, I think. I'm very interested to know if Octomage has been to Climbing Carnival, because that's the one I have not been to Climbing Carnival. I'll check it out. So Octomage, you remember when all the climbing maps came out, right? Climbing Carnival was this guy who made a 6,000 meter climb up a rock. He just literally was like, make rock around where I dragged my mouse in Unity. And he just went up, did a like weird spiral halfway up, and then went up the rest of the way. And then he added some features like toward the top, it mushrooms out. So the last like 500 meters, you're literally, it's not just a straight climb up. You are literally climbing out, hanging onto the rock above you, climbing down a little bit, and then you go around the lip, and then you can kind of run up the mushroom. Remember talking about this? It has planets? Yeah. Oh, who's that being? That's Logitech. The dangling part is stressful? It's so stressful, Cairo. It's so stressful. The cool thing, Octomage, is that, people really liked it. He didn't expect anybody to climb it. And like literally the first day, people were submitting to his Discord a bunch of screenshots of them doing it. And so he made like a Hall of Fame completion, stuff at the beginning. And then he added 3,000 more meters. He called it the Mount Everest DLC. And everybody did that. And so then he added the Moon DLC, which added like another 5,000 meters. And everybody did that. And then he added the Mars DLC. And then I think the Jupiter DLC, and then the Saturn DLC, and the Pluto DLC. So you go like 3 to 5,000 meters. And then you have a stopping point, which is like, hey, here's the end. As of this date, we have added more. Click this button, and there's 5,000 more meters to climb. And these are like meters. If you're as big as we are now, they're big fucking meters because we're all pretty small, right? I wonder how wide it is. I also wonder how wide it is. I think it's multiple skyboxes. I think it's like the first 6,000 meters has a skybox. And then the next 3,000 meters has a skybox. Because the skybox changes as you go up. You're hitting points where like, oh, we're looking at this, but now that we've got up to this point, we're in space. Damn, Loja looks hotter now. That's insane. I wonder how wide it is. I'm worried about how wide it is for you. Because, like, the ground that you can walk on is not super, super wide. There is a point where you fall off the plane and into the ocean. And it's not close to the skybox. But I don't think the world's that wide. I think, you know, the what you can walk on and climb is very much a pillar straight up. What about Uranus? Check out Giantess Jax's Stormy Size house. Oh yeah, I love that one. But funny enough, the size worlds limit scaling to 100 meters? Because that's the Udon limit. Oh, that's weird. Almost as wide as Yulin, but oi. We'll check it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's... I don't know if you'll be able to, like, play around with it much. I do think your Giantess friend will have fun climbing there. If they have a seat for you, you can go up pretty quickly to the top. Because the climbing scales with size, right? And so if you're 5,000 feet tall, you're gonna get to the top real fast. Jax just released a new world for Quest users. That's pretty fun. There's ramps and paths to get everywhere. Look, Tails, a ramp. You're right, Sonic. We can use it as a ramp. I cannot not think of that Sonic quote when I hear the word ramps now. Of them on a boating level and Sonic pointing out the ramp and Tails going, we can use that ramp as a ramp. And it's like, yeah, you can. That's what it's there for, dumbass. I love Climbing Carnival. When climbing came out, I had so much fun with it. Foss was like also really into climbing. There were the 4 climbing collab maps. So Cyan Laser came out with the climbing prefab. And he didn't want it to just like fly under the radar. So he kind of got in contact with a lot of map creators and was like, can you guys make a map with the climbing prefab to kind of like inspire a bunch of people and start a bunch of climbing stuff? And so they did. Like the day the climbing prefab came out, 4 completed climbing maps came out. It was Time Trials Colossus, which was Lakuza's map, which is like you go through this like fiery valley with a bunch of climbing. You're going around fire vents and lava waterfalls. And then at the very end, you fight a giant rock golem boss, and you literally have to Shadows of the Colossus climb around him and break these crystals on him. There was Time Trials Tangled, I think, which is a very Tangled themed map where you have to climb around these vines in Rapunzel's hair and collect all these like fruits to free her. There was Time Trials Dungeons, which was probably the aesthetically most boring map, but I really like this one. It's you climb through this first section and then you get to a crystal where there's like 4 different locks. And you have to go through 4 different areas to collect the key of each one. And each one kind of has like a different climbing puzzle. One of them is just like climb all over this room. One of them is like climb along moving platforms. So there will be like a floating cube going like side to side. And you have to hold on to it. And when it gets to one side, you have to grab onto the next platform that's going up and down. And then there was the one I've done the least. It's like Time Trials Coliseum? I forget what it is. But it's just a straight up obstacle course with a lot of kill fields. So it'll be like, you know, lightning shocks across the thing, and then you have 10 seconds to climb through before these. Those 4 maps came out, and then like it worked. People started making climbing maps. Most of them were really simple. But Climbing Carnival came out like 2 or 3 days after the climbing stuff. Because the guy just made a really simple, just auto-generated rock going straight up for 6,000 meters. It was kind of like the 5th climbing map. Oh, I remember another one that came out really soon. I don't know how they did this that early, but shit. Sen, you know their names. They did a lot of work for the RP community that Lay was in. Oh, what are their names? I'm gonna look up climbing maps just to find their names. Where is it? Wait, I'm not seeing it. It was such a pretty map. It was like themed around World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. It had a lot of assets from there. What the hell was their name? Oh, I want to say Kieran Sketchu, right? It's Kieran Sketchu. Thank you. They came out with a really good climbing map that had like checkpoints, and you're climbing this like rock spire to get to this house up top. Those 6 came out like really fast, and they were really, really good. Oh, I want to do climbing maps, damn it. It's like Minecraft style. Yeah, that's the one I've done. Literally called The Spire. Okay. Slay the Spire. I've only ever heard people say good things about Slay the Spire, and I have zero intention to ever play it myself. I just look at it and I'm like, there's nothing that's like really caught my attention with this game. But like, I've only ever heard good things about it. Sag? It's just not my type of game, right? There's a Minecraft style climbing map that uses parkour. Has nothing to do with Civilization. It's really funny. It's a pseudo card RPG? Are you talking about Slay the Spire, right? Yeah, it's... I've watched Core play it a little bit. I've watched some other people play it. I think I've watched Big Deck play it a little bit too. I don't know, it's just... I don't have any interest in it. I don't know why. And all I ever hear is good things about it. I just feel like if I've got roguelike elements like that, I'd rather play something 3D where I'm jumping around and whatnot. I'm totally mind blanking. Tonight, VR chat with Core. Probably not Probability Labs. Maybe Yuiko's Rock. I love Yuiko's Rock. Wait till you hear about Elden Ring Night Rain. Gonna work on the avatar more with Oku. I would like to do another recording in Minecraft, but I don't think I'll have time for one today. If I do, I feel like I should redo the Dripstone Caves. I feel like I could just do that better than what I did. So I'll probably remake the Dripstone Caves world. I'll just start from scratch on it. I wanna try some of the mods that people link. So I think it was Juice. Juice found a really good mod that like you can take a bridge and it will repeat it and it'll actually like stretch it out for a walk. And if that works, that is like such a massive time saver and will like be absolutely incredible on some of the mountain maps. I'm eager to get to that, but I'm like eager for Minecraft and Avatar stuff. I don't know, I'm just so happy because like they're both going well, right? My my hair looked so good yesterday in the Avatar thing that I'm like, oh, I can't wait for you guys to fucking see it. Other than that, I'm trying to think. Saturday. Oh, we finish Gauntlet tomorrow. The dwarf and the elf are actually gonna finish Gauntlet tomorrow. Yippee! Sunday is open. Monday Forever Skies, right? Oh, I think I'm gonna take a long nap today. I slept so poorly last night. Where are we going? Where are we going today? There's many good targets. There's too many good targets. It's always so difficult when there's this many targets. Thanks for streaming. Have a good second sleep, Keelan. Thank you, I will. It'd be better if you joined me, but I know your setup has been preventing that. But soon. Soon. We could go. There's like 3 people I'm really considering. One is playing Palworld. One is playing War Thunder. One is playing Torchlight Infinite. I think we go to War Thunder. Thank you so much for the stream, Amazing Elin. I hope you all have a great day and night. Thank you for hanging out. We're going to Wolfie. I caught on my cable there. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, he did the thing. He stole them. Was this? Oh, well, the sign just changed. There's a Rafflegator sign. Which I'm not the biggest fan of Rafflegator. But the avatar was fucking cute. Behavior. Look at me. Okay. I think Wolfie was knocking with media earlier. Those two are so War Thunder built. Walking our way over. I spent hours cracking a safe in CDDA, and it's a fucking signed baseball. That must have so much value, Octomage, really. Let's see. We already did the socials, you fucking thieves. Slash raid Wolfie. Wolfie Nia 1. I get that right? I did. Audio sealing. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.1 miles. The treadmill shut off, and that sucked, but it didn't immediately shut off again. It's still working. We'll see. It'll probably go a week and not shut off again. I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. Avatar work today. VR chat with Core later tonight. I'll ping the Discord. It's hanging in there. It's hanging in there. I love you. Bye.